Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Tip of the Week. A few weeks ago, we've seen how to save and import blocks. If you would like to review that tutorial, then search for the video title shown below here. Today we're going to have a look at the divide and measure commands using blocks. So say that you have a development drift like the one shown here, and you want to correctly annotate it to better visualize it every time you have a look at this drawing. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to type in the divide command, and then the program is now asking me to select object to divide. So I'm going to annotate my center line here. So I'm going to click here and then select block as my option. Next, I'm going to enter the name of the block to insert. So this is the block that I saved here. So the name of that block is Promine block. Enter. And then the program is asking me to whether I want to align the block with object, yes or no. I'm going to select yes. And the program will then ask me to enter the number of segments. So let's say I want 10 segments in this case. So as you can see, what the program did was that it used the divide command to divide this center line here into several segments, 10 segments in this case, because that's what I wrote, and it inserted my block after each segment. So what this command did was that it divided my center line into several segments in order to place the blocks. So it does not physically divide the entity, but it only uses that divide information to insert the blocks, as you can see here. The next command that we're going to have a look at is the measure command. Now, the measure and the divide commands are very similar to each other, except that you can specify the length of the segments in the measure command. So let's have a look at that. First of all, I'm going to type in measure, enter, and then I'm going to select, again, my center line as my object to measure. Next, the program will ask me to, again, specify the length of the segment, or in my case, I want to specify the block as an option. And then I will enter the name of the block, which is Promine _ block. Enter, and yes, I want to align the object. And then finally, the program will ask me to specify the length of the segment. So in this case, I want my segments to be 6 units. Enter, and as you can see, what the program did was that it inserted a block every 6 units. And again, this is very useful, especially when you want to annotate a certain type of line or a polyline or an object to better visualize it. And this concludes our tip of the week. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you and have a great week.